What's going on, team? Welcome to Own the Chaos. My name is Brad. If you're visiting for the first time, welcome. I hope that you learned something today and I can earn a subscription from you. And hang around as always. At the end of the video, I always have a live Q&A where you can ask questions about today's topic or anything else that's related to the OTC. For those of you returning, welcome back. I think I have a good one for you today. Just to try to identify, how to find the bottom of a stock, and particularly using, technical analysis. I'm just going to go ahead and use an example of how I find the bottom of a stock through a chart, and hopefully that'll help you make a better trading decision. And not only just finding the bottom of the chart, but also doing further due diligence. I think it's been a while since I've done like actual, full throttle due diligence video. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that one tonight. So just kind of welcoming everybody here. Corey, welcome. Damien, Julie, Ryan, Hector, welcome, guys. Glad to see you. It's great having you here. It's been a long day for me. I know I probably look a little tired, but it's been pretty rough. So yeah, anyway, if you guys have any questions, please go ahead and post them in the chat. I'll go ahead and answer them after I go over the topic for today, and we'll go there. Hey Van, what's going on, man? All right, so go ahead and share my screen here with you real quick on a whoops. Let's see here. You don't need to see my talking face. So, as you guys have tuned in my channel before, I love using these trading view charts. I think they're easy to use and easy to identify potential trends. You can do all kinds of technical analysis on them as well. And just going to show you here, this is just an example of BKPPF. This is a OTCQB stock. For those of you who aren't familiar what QB stocks, those are uplisted stocks. They have OTCQX and OTCQB. They're listed as stocks that meet certain criteria, kind of like a blue chip would be on the New York Stock Exchange. So just to kind of give you an example of that, here's the listing for OTCQB, and we'll revisit that in a second. But just kind of wanted to show you how I identify the bottoms of stocks. So as you guys know, that I'm typically a bottom feeder, so I'm always trying to look and identify where the bottom might be. And I use this in particular on BKPPF, is how I see here that it's been on a little bit of a downtrend, but you look for those previous supports. So once it breaks one support, you look for the next one. And if you look at this one here, around 46. Today it actually closed a little bit up there, so it actually bounced off of this low here. It's at 47, so it's pretty close to that previous low, and today it closed a little green. They also had an announcement or news break after hours. I think it was after hours, where the CEO is going to be holding a conference call tomorrow after hours as well. So oftentimes they release news or just where they're going in the future. This is a blockchain company. They have a lot of mining going on, and I'm sure Vin would appreciate this. As if you guys don't know who Vin is, go ahead and check him out on my YouTube channel, or not my YouTube channel. I have him featured on my YouTube channel along with Ricky's as well. And so yeah, so this is part of the due diligence. So I'm going to go ahead, when I go to look to potentially purchase a stock, I'm going to try to see if I can identify the bottom, if it's in, and it looks like this could potentially be there. And then I go in and see what's going on. So I like the fact that it's an OTCQB stock. I like that they have some news coming out. It looks like they have quite a bit of things going on as far as blockchain is concerned, and as our crypto users can tell you that blockchain and cryptocurrency is really starting to come back after the drop over the winter time. As summer is starting to get here, things seem to be heating up in crypto as well. So always keep your eyes open and watching these crypto plays, this one could potentially be a good one, as it looks like the bottom is in for this particular stock. Now, again, as you guys know, I always use multiple resources for this sort of thing. So OTCmarkets.com is one of those. I use OTCmarkets.com to identify the profile of the stock. Like I said, the OTCQB uplisting or listing here is always a good thing. I don't like to use this resource as a I guess as a resource of my only buying decision, but Investors Hub is another good resource to use when you're finding some information that might not be uncovered or easily accessible. There are some reliable sources out there that do due diligence on this, and there's plenty of reasons why people are choosing to invest in this particular stock. Like I said, based off of technical analysis here, that it has reached previous support and started to go back up. It looks as though maybe we could start to see a trend based off of whatever comes out on that conference call as well. Seems like they have their stuff together. Most of these OTCQBs do, and the OTCQXs do. And so again, it's just a brief explanation of like how I identify the bottoms of stocks, and then go back and behind and make sure that it's a stock that's worth possibly trading. It's pretty clear, pretty cut and dry. It's not like anything that's overly complicated. It's just one of those things where I think that when I'm looking for potential in stocks, that is one of the factors that I always look for. So with that, hope that was pretty simple and easy to follow. You can use that on any particular stock. I just happen to choose that example for you as well, or for tonight, and hopefully that helps you along with your trading. So anyway, so just going to go ahead and, as always, after I go over the topic for the night, going to go ahead and answer some questions maybe that might be on your brains for today. Damien, thanks for the donation. Really appreciate that. Always like calling out those folks. Can anyone please explain if stock trading is the same in Australia? So Reverse is asking that. I can't tell you that. I don't know. I've never been to Australia. I've never tried to trade in Australia, but I know that we have some Australian folks in here. So if anybody could maybe reach out to this guy, or maybe leave a comment in this video for you to return back. I'm sure there's plenty of people here that could help you out. I know that there's been a lot of questions for people who are not in America that wish to trade, and there's other people out there that have found ways to do it. So please reach out to us. If you're not in my Discord chat, I encourage you to get in there for a reverse backflip. I think that's what that's supposed to be. We do have people that are not just in America, but are all over the world in my Discord chat, and the link for that is in the description. So check us out, join us, and maybe ask around in there. I'm sure there'll be somebody there that could help you. Okay, just reading some other ones. Thanks for the live, no problem. It's really difficult when OTC stock has value like 0001. Yeah, so 0001, those stocks, and if you guys are just starting out trading those 000 stocks are going to be a little bit more difficult for you, just because the volatility is so crazy. I mean, if you're playing something that's like 0001 or 0002, and then you could lose half of your position, rather easily. So, my suggestion would probably to try at least to trade something that's at least 00, the 00 range or higher. It's kind of another reason why I was showing this BKPPF tonight, just to kind of get you familiar with the fact that, not all OTCs are traded below a penny. And in fact, an OTC QB and QXs have to maintain a price per share above a certain amount in order to remain in that listing. So that's another positive thing for those QB and QX type stocks. How much do you weigh fundamentals versus technical analysis? Got in late, so sorry if you have covered that already. So no, I haven't covered that. So I kind of like mix both of them. There's certain plays that you can make that you can clearly see a pattern is forming, and so that you can get in and follow that pattern. And that's kind of like what I was showing you tonight in that example, was that like trying to identify maybe the potential bottom in that stock. And if you go out, 2 months ago, it looked like that, that was previous support there. So there's potential there to on the daily chart to maybe make that a solid swing play for you, or maybe a longer term investment. It's completely up to you. I just provide the due diligence for you, and you can go back and of course back up my work. I always suggest that you guys do that and make that buying decision for yourself. Thoughts on MCGI? So MCGI, we saw a lot of activity with that. We've been seeing a lot of activity with that. I think it's one of my stocks to watch for the month of May. So I think that today was a pretty strong day for MCGI. I love the fact that it's been holding these levels and having higher highs and higher lows. I only see this trending up as we run into potential reinstatements and that sort of thing. Again, the CEO for MCGI is also CEO for Jobs.com. I think that could potentially mean bigger things for MCGI. So I am still in it, as I've stated in the past, that I'm riding on profit alone, just free shares at this point, and looking to see where it goes. Can you trade OTC on TradeNet? Not sure. The longest you've held a stock. So the longest I've held a stock, 6 months. I think I've held a stock for 6 months. Another one of those things where I was just riding free shares and wasn't really concerned with what was in there. I was waiting on something to happen. It never happened, and I just got out. I believe it was, I don't know. I don't know what it was. Was it FERD? No, it wasn't FERD, because that was almost 6 months. That was like, I want to say 4, and then I got out of it, and then I just recently got back in. Do you think PZOO upcoming? I don't know much about PZOO. I know a lot of people playing it, so I would suggest maybe asking opinions of others within our chat group. GFox, there's a lot of catalysts coming up with that. There was news that came out, I believe. Do you recommend riding profit for any position? It's really just a preference. I can afford to ride that profit because I have a larger account than maybe some of you might have. So I'm just in a different stage of investing that maybe you are. It's been kind of a challenge for me, actually, to kind of like go back to when I first started and kind of like go over all that stuff. But it's been a little bit easier for me since I've been building my lesson library for you guys. But, it just, I don't know if I consider it a recommendation. It's just the strategy that I have, right? So if I get to a certain percentage that I'm happy with, that that I'm sitting in there in green, such as like 25, 50, even 100%. Right now, I usually try to find potential that have 100% gains or more, so that I can get to that certain percentage price that I'm looking to get into, sell my initial investment, and then leave those free shares in there, or the profits in that position, to see if catalysts will provide more fruit for my position. But it's completely up to you. If you want to take the profits and run and go after something else, by all means. I'm not in the business of saying buy this stock or use this strategy because they're the only strategies that work. I just try to provide a outlet for you guys to show how I find success. And if you can find success in the way that I find success, great. If you find it in a different way, then that's great too. That's the beauty of our network. And I think it's a great culture that I have built here to be all inclusive to not just one style of trading, but to many styles of trading. That's why I always like to showcase folks who have won in our group that maybe necessarily have not traded the same stocks that I do. I actually encourage you guys to go out and find potential in other stocks than the ones that I'm just trading. Obviously, people are going to buy into stocks that I am because they're just going to do that, and I can't help them. I can't help that that's going to happen, but I'm just trying to show you how I find potential and how I found success, and use the examples that I've actually purchased into. So all right. Well, it looks like questions are drying up here. Oh, which year did you start trading? Which year did I start trading? 2013-ish. So somewhere around there. All right, so guys, I appreciate you tuning in tonight. Check the links down below. If you are looking to up your game, please check out the affiliate link that I have down for Equity Feed. Referral code is Brad Smith. You can get 10% off of your subscription through Equity Feed by using referral code Brad Smith. They don't, support this channel. They don't sponsor me or anything, but I think Equity Feed is by far the best that money can buy. And also check links down in the description for Facebook and Discord. We are Techbuds-Solutions. I'm part of the Techbuds-Solutions group. We have over 95,000 members within our group, and we are still growing, which is unbelievable. I also am having my WeTrade HQ launch site. There's a link down in there. You can enter your email for when we go live. That's when my lesson library will also go live. You will be able to purchase that, but the site is completely free. If you guys are used to iHub or used to other social networking platforms that you have to pay just to simply use and talk to other like-minded individuals, this is that, but it's free, and it's unbelievable. It's so much. I'm so excited for when that launch date occurs, which we're looking for early June. And you will, if you sign up and enter your email for that, you'll be the first ones to find out when we go live. So somebody said they finally got in for a live. All right, guys. Well, that is all I've got for you tonight. I know it was a short one, but I just kind of thought it was an important topic to touch on. Just, trying to find and establish bottoms of stocks through, previous supports and that sort of thing. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave comments or always reach out to me on Discord. I always try to answer all the direct messages as much as I can. And that is all I got. As always, guys, I will see you all before the bell. And B. Smith is out.